Coming up next, it's a heavyweight collision between Dan Severn and Chuck Liddell. Well, pretty much every time out in the UFC, DC, this man has put on a striking clinic, and that is his methodology coming in here tonight. He'll try to keep the fight on the feet.
And that's why we tune in, right? That's why we tune in. We tune in to see guys that are dynamic. We tune in for the speed. We tune in for the knowledge of the striking game, the ability to set traps, the ability to find the jab, the ability to find the right hand, the right kick, the left kick, the knees, the elbows. He truly uses every weapon that he has in his arsenal to try and finish his opponents. You make one mistake, night's over. You cannot make mistakes against a guy that has the striking acumen of this guy right here.
And the jab is not as underutilized a weapon as it was in MMA, say 5 or 7 years ago, but he's got as good a jab as anyone in the business, and that is where all of his striking flows off of. We'll see how it goes for him in this matchup tonight. All right, so here he is, one of the more prolific takedown artists in the UFC at present, and when you get some praise from Daniel Cormier when it comes to your offensive takedown game, you know you're doing something right.
And we talk about wrestlers and judo players and grapplers, but this guy just combines all of that. He is able to use foot sweeps from the grappling game. He is able to use throws from judo, and he's able to use wrestling from the wrestling game to take people down. He has an array of takedowns at his disposal, and he uses every single one of them. From the speed of the level change to the timing to the knowledge of where to go next. When the guy starts to defend, he's truly, truly something special.
I don't think he could take you down, but tonight he doesn't have to. So in this matchup, prevailing wisdom is he'll be able to get this fight to the canvas. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Both fighters identical in age, and they both possess the same height and a similar reach. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 21 wins, 9 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of San Luis Obispo, California. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a member of the UFC Hall of Fame and the former UFC light heavyweight champion, the Iceman, Chuck Liddell. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 250 pounds. Fighting out of Coldwater, Michigan, USA, Dan the Beast Severn.
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
Ready. You ready to fight?
Well, for all the places we go in the world, you can hold up to this one. Good evening from T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Opened April of 2016. UFC went there for the first time at UFC 200, and they've been bringing big shows seemingly every other month ever since.
They call Vegas the fight capital of the world. And if you're talking about a home base for the UFC, you're talking about T-Mobile Arena, home to some of the biggest UFC events ever. UFC 200, Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. This place has been the home of some of the biggest UFC fights in history. tonight you get to take the same walk to that octagon to try to make your mark on the sport.
Oh, the kickboxing chops on full display with that offering. Nicely done.
Beautiful kick landed by this man. What a punch.
Wow. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
Oh, big head kick land.
Good combination. Got the single collar tie. So there's that takedown defense on full display yet again. It's held up for him.
He does a fantastic job of squaring up his hips, getting his legs back, and understanding not to allow his opponent to get going on his takedown finishes. Great punch landed with so much power.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Connects with a right. Oh, single collar tie here.
Oh.
Big knee to the body.
Right hand punch to the clinch.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Man, is he timing his shots well here tonight, DC. It's hard to recall him being this accurate in the past.
I mean, he is so sharp. And not only is he accurate, he's also keeping very busy. Nice punch lands over the top.
And he caught the kick. That is how you scramble, folks. Liddell's attempt there is blocked by the opponent. Nice counter left hook. Nice jab, follows up with a nice right hand.
One takedown is easy to defend. When you start stringing them together is when guys struggle.
Under 2 minutes to go.
Right now, it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head. Watch triangle, watch triangle. He needs to push the arm to the side, get his head against the mat. Now watch as he goes.
And he's out. Under 90 seconds now to go in round one. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Severn.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Under a minute now to go. Solid strike on the ground. 45 seconds remain in the round. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop the
fight. Got to defend, but you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish. Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Severn gets caught with that punch. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes up. And he landed the right hand there. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. And they separate. All right, so a good job by him here. He continues to block these shots. Seems to see them coming a mile away.
He sees them coming a mile away, and he's blocking, he's rolling, he's slipping. He's doing a great job.
All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
showing anything before. You gotta show me something else.
All right, DC, second round is getting underway. Round one, not the round of the year necessarily, but some good in there.
And it's not always gonna be. When you have two very talented fighters, sometimes it's very even. That's what we saw in round number one.
Oh, nice job defensively there to get the guard up. Shot is blocked by Severn. And they separate.
That right hand hurt him a little bit.
Oh, he landed that kick to the outside of the lead leg there, DC.
He is chopping up that leg. They say chop down the tree. You beat your opponent by slowing him down first with those nice outside legs. Big kick lands.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations.
It's because he's not committing to it fully. He throws his jab. He may float a right hand out there, but he's not really sitting down on the right hand. He really doesn't seem to have the intent on landing it. He's got to be confident that it's going to land, and he's got to really throw his whole entire body into those strikes. Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Takedown defense holds up. Severn gets caught with that punch. Nice slip to avoid the left. Oh, and there's a kick to the body, not having that one blocked by Severn.
Slicing elbow lands in the clinch.
Straight right hand now, just misses. Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Chuck Liddell.
He looks like Pac-Man. He's taking so many strikes to the head. I mean, he's cutting down the sides with these beautiful leg kicks.
So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round two.
Ooh, what a punch.
Left punch followed by a right, nice move to the sweep. Oh, how about it? Left up and delivered the diving punch to the head. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
The Kamaru is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap. Oh.
Oh, he postured up there. Nicely done. Closed guard. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Connects with a right hand. Pretty good punch, that one.
Nice right punch by this young man.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Severn, ground and pound from half guard. Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from bottom. The ground and pound has been there all night. .45 seconds remain in the round. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Oh, strong punch there by Severn.
Look at those weapons. Look at how he uses his knees to the body.
Oh, he gets the takedown late in the round here. 20 seconds now remain in the round. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
10 minutes in the books. All right, so a lot of highlights over those previous 5 minutes. DC, take us through the replay, if you will.
A lot of good action, but punching led the dance. Punching was the thing that stood out to me. That allowed him to take control of the round.
Great round, great round. Have a seat. Listen. That was a great round. You know why? Because you're in shape. You're the one that's moving. You're the one that's driving this fight.
All right, another round is now underway. Pretty good previous 2 rounds. We'll see who makes the requisite adjustments now.
The adjustments are going to be the key, John. When you're doing everything you're trained to do and it stays this close, you gotta really switch it up. Your corner was able to relay that message to their fight. Oh, he's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Not there. Single collar tie now. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh, and he lands a punch there. Good connection by him on that.
Great connect, so fast, so accurate. And watch the ability to land anywhere.
Oh, spinning back fist lands. Liddell's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Spinning back fist. Just out of range with that right hook. Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. Try to establish that jab.
Very tricky when he throws that body kick.
Just missed with the left there.
Nice strike.
They continue to exchange. Checks that leg kick. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Oh, late defense on the takedown and scrambles to his feet. Nicely done. Man.
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight.
Oh, he might be out. Slips the punch nicely there. The Iceman gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Severn. Oh, collar tie.
Right hand punch to the clinch.
Just out of range with that strike. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, he's thinking more defensively, and he's doing a great job of not taking any damage. Oh! He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
All right, so you gotta be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, close guard now. You gotta be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back.
Now he's gonna try to attack Kamaru here.
The Kamaru is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
But now DC trying to isolate an arm.
Yep, he's using the Kamaru.
And this might just be a matter of time. Somehow stays in the fight. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position up the bottom.
Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
Both fighters get up now.
Oh! Nunes hook. Hold him up. Don't get him.
Oh, big left hook there. Seconds winding down in round 3. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. How about those 5 minutes? All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
Hey, get your bearings back, get your bearings back. Come on, hey, grab a seat. Listen, look at me, look at me, look at me.
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Severn strike attempt there is blocked. Well, not much setup behind it. The right hook misses. Oh!
He's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh, big left. Now a knee. And there comes the separation now. Now goes in and secures the takedown. Severn's looking to go from the full to the half guard here. Opponent not having it. Back to the stand-up now. Both fighters upright. Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to... Oh!
He's ejected. He's hurt bad.
Back to the feet. Oh! Oh, big left hook there. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Severn. Oh, how about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of...
He's going to start looking to try to attack a rear naked choke, and that's exactly what he's doing.
He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked.
The sheer will is really remarkable to watch. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Oh, his opponent's squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any you've ever seen.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by the Iceman. Lands with a right hand. Liddell's lower jaw is extremely swollen now. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Side control now. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Liddell's got the full mount. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kamaru here.
Close guard. Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. Ground and pound strike there now. Both fighters back to their feet now. Man, he's just got a great feel for the striking realm early in this one.
The timing is on point. He's doing a great job of mixing everything up.
All right, single collar tie now. Oh! He's out!
He got him! Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
I'm not sure if that's the way he drew it up, but a huge result for him here tonight as he gets the win by way of knockout, and that's about as good a one-strike finish as we've seen here in the UFC in recent memory. I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, so a big, big win for him here tonight. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
And there he is after a massive knockout here tonight. Near perfect execution and a seminal moment for him here in the octagon tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 31 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, shot, the Iceman, Liddell!
Well, there will be no shutting that smile off tonight. The celebration is on as he gets a huge win by knockout tonight. I gotta think there are a few better feelings in the world than walking into an octagon and candidly knocking another man out cold.
Yeah, you shut a person's lights off, man. There's nothing like it. Now, I understand a lot of times we hope for the knockout, but he was never hopeful. He was sure that he would get it done, and he did exactly that. Congrats.